Hi to all of you out there. My name is Gitte Graugaard and I'm a Danish author specializing in writing meditations for children to help children thrive. My books are mainly used at bedtime to create a peaceful, loving bedtime routine that helps thousands of children fall asleep in a loving, caring environment with a present mindful parent. Today I'm going to talk mainly about the children's meditations and the methodology behind what happens when we connect to our hearts and how we can use meditation in our families in a time like this, a time of crisis. I hope you're all well and healthy and safe watching this beautiful program created to help you create better well-being in families right now. A lot of families are suffering, and I understand if your life right now is full of worry and trouble and challenges. So how can we use meditation and mindfulness in times like this to get better days, to find peace when we worry, to help our children find peace? So right now in Denmark, where I'm from, we have reopened our society again, and the youngest kids are in kindergarten and schools up to grade 5 again. So how do we navigate in all of this? Either if we're in lockdown and the kids are home, and maybe we have to work, and maybe everything gets a little busy with homeschooling, and a lot of things are more challenging right now. Or if or when you also will experience this reopening of society that will most likely bring on some different sets of worries as well. So I'm going to present some different techniques that I use in my family to create peace throughout the day and to help both me and my children when we worry too much. So behind me you can see the book up there, the green one called The Monster Manual. I've written this book with a psychologist to help children who worry a lot, help the parents help the children who worry a lot, and deal with this monster that is threatening them with a lot of different things. So right now a lot of children do worry more, and for good reason, and a lot of parents also worry more. For good reason, and it can be harder for us as parents right now to reassure our children that everything is going to be all right if we are worried that we might get sick, if we are worried that we will lose our jobs, if our company is really badly hit by this crisis, or there could be so many. If we worry about our grandparents or other relatives or friends who are fragile in this situation, we can worry a lot. So what we want to do when we find ourselves, all the children in spirals of worrying too much, we want to bring the attention back to the now. So this is mindfulness practice. So what happens is that our mindset can be about the past. Our mindset can be about the now, or our mindset can be about the future. And right now, a lot of us are thinking about the future. What will happen? How long will this crisis go on? Will we get sick? What will happen if we get sick? Will I lose my job? So many different things, so many scenarios are playing out. And for good reason, we need to figure out how to deal with all of this. So we do think about the future, but sometimes it gets too much. So when do we know if it gets too much? Is when the worrying about the future is blocking us from living the present. So if we sit for a long time and worry about the future so that we cannot enjoy that the sun is out, or we are having a cup of tea together, or we're playing a game, if our worries about the future, either ours or our children's, are preventing us from enjoying the now, we know, okay, something is going on, we need to bring the attention back to the now. And I'm going to give you one of Jackie Wilson, one of the founders of this beautiful day. She taught me this when I visited a school in Nottingham, or the kids taught me this last summer, and I actually like using it right now a lot. So when I find that I myself am worrying too much about the future, or my kids are, we take out the hand and we breathe with this exercise. So we breathe in and breathe out when we go down, and we breathe in and we let go. And we breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. And this is what will stop we call it a train of thoughts that are running wild. This is how you bring your attention back to your breathing. So you use your breathing to remind yourself that you are right now hung up in the future, and the presence will be a better place for you to be at, because that is, in most cases, the now, the what's going on right now. You're cooking, you're driving, you're doing the dishes, whatever you're doing is a better place to be in your mind than in those dreadful scenarios of the future. So we use this to just come back to the now. And then you can, that's the first one, just, okay, pause. I do my 5 breathings here, and then I do it again. And then I begin to really focus on my breathing, because we're breathing right now. So this is the next step. So breathe with me again, and then really focus on your breath. Feel the air coming in and out of your nose or your mouth. Feel your lungs growing, your stomach, the rhythm of your breath. And then use the third round to think, where is my mindset right now? Am I in the future? Am I in the present? And what is actually, if you are in the future or even in the past, you think about what's going on right now in this room where you're sitting. So you observe while you breathe. So I see a lot of beautiful kids drawing over there on my wall. I observe that I'm actually shooting this video for you. I think about that I just had lunch or breakfast. I bring my attention back to the now. And then you can pause, and if you do this with children, you have them observe what's going on around the room. So you can maybe find 5 green things in the room, or 5 round things, or square things, or just start to watch the room and pay attention to what's happening around you. It could also be sounds, listen to the birds, they're singing, or you could watch today we have blue sky, and you can watch the clouds in the sky, or something that's happening right now. And then you can invite, if it's the child, you invite the child to play with you in the present. So do board game, cook with you, go for a walk with you, observe what's going on, and not talk so much about the worries. So you bring your attention back to the now, and you make the now a little oasis for your mind to just take a break from all those thoughts. So the first thing is the breath will bring you back to the now. That's the first thing. The next thing I like to do right now is bring my attention to a mantra that I can repeat as much as I need to as a parent right now. So the mantra that was given to me when I was first noticed about the coronavirus was at a yoga class in New Zealand, where I was on parental leave with my family when the whole virus broke out. And I was trying to figure out if we had to go back to Denmark, could we stay in New Zealand? Well, lots of thoughts running through my mind. And I went to the local yoga class before they were shut down. And this teacher, she gave me this mantra that has been following me ever since. So what you do is you can fold your fingers like this, hold your hands like this, or however you like, or I like to have them close to my heart. It could also just be like this, whatever works for you. And you breathe in, and you say the simple sentences: may we be safe, may we be healthy, may we be at peace. So that is a mantra for the whole family. If it's all about you, if you're really feeling struggling, if you're really struggling with your own mindset and your own worries, I do it for me. Then I say, may I be safe, may I be healthy, may I be at peace. And if I have tons of energy and I'm at a very good place, but I can see other people around me suffering, I could say, may you be healthy, may you be safe, may you be at peace. And what happens when I do this is that I am bringing my attention to three things. I'm bringing my attention to safety. So, what can I do? What's in my power to keep us safe? So, when I come home with the groceries, I can wash them, or I can wash my hands, or I can keep distance in the supermarket, or stuff like that. Healthy. May we be healthy. What can I do to keep us healthy? Can I add some vitamins to my diet? Can I keep my body healthy by exercising, taking walks in nature? I love to be in nature right now. If you're not in one of those countries where you can't go outside your house, I strongly, strongly recommend finding nature around you. I really love my forest right now. And may we be at peace. So this is the thing to have in the back of your mind. What can you do to bring peace to your system right now? Because the more peaceful you can be as a parent, the more peaceful you can be with your kid as well. And they can feel it. So one of the biggest triggers right now is that we worry too. So we can't assure our children that everything is going to be all right because we practically don't know. We try to say it, of course we do, but we don't know what's going to happen. None of us know what is going to happen out of this crisis. So I like this mantra, and you can say it with me and see if it works for you. So you place your hand around your heart like this, or like this, or like this. Just touch your heart. Close your eyes. Breathe. And say, may we be safe. May we be healthy. May we be at peace. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. And if you say this as often as you can, you're reminded of three things we can do something about. We can make sure we're safe as much as we can. We can work on our health, our immune system, sleep, eat the right vitamins, have a proper diet, go exercise. All of these things that we know help our immune system. And peace, practice peace of mind. Practice these different breathings so you don't worry all the time. So I like to do that when I get a little stressed out, or when I wake up in the morning. I say thank you, and I feel my body and I feel I don't have a fever, I don't have a sore throat, I actually feel healthy. I say in my bed as I wake up, thank you for keeping me safe, thank you for keeping me healthy, thank you for keeping me at peace. So I use them in many different ways, but they really help me. So maybe they will help you as well. That was a mantra. So we have the breathing, bringing the attention back to the now. We have the mantra. And then the third thing I'm going to share with you is heart connection. Appreciation, gratefulness, practice connection to the heart. So this book, The Children's Meditations in My Heart, I wrote some years ago, and it is selling in more than 20 countries now, in Spanish, English, Norwegian, Danish, and soon in Arab as well. And the reason why it's selling so much and more than 30,000 families know about this book now is because it's helping children to find peace and to sleep when they connect to their hearts. So when I wrote this book, I wrote it because I wanted children to grow up with a strong connection to their hearts, so that when we have to navigate in life, I find that it's so much easier when we are connected to our hearts. So we use the heart as a compass. But it turns out that when we are connected to the heart, it's so much easier to find peace. And when we turn up the self-love and our inner light, our heart light, when we turn that up and spread it out into the body, we get a sense of inner strength. And we really want to work on our inner strength right now, especially with children who worry a lot. They can perceive their whole body as those dark thoughts. They sort of climb into every corner of the body. And we want instead to drive out those dark thoughts by shining our inner lights. And we can do that through a book like this. So basically what we want to do is try to bring the attention from the mind into the heart. And I have a methodology in this book where I take the kids to the mountain and they find their love mountain, and they walk inside the door and they see their hearts and they fill it up with love, fill themselves up with love, and they spread that love all around the body. And then in the second meditation, also in the book, we talk about the love we have for each other when we are together. And in the third, we talk about the love we have for each other when we are separate. So works really well right now in families with divorce. So the children have to move home. So I am with you even though you have to go to your other parent. And the fourth one, we share our love with the universe. So to let you know a little bit about how that feels, we're going to do another exercise that I like to do also right now. And again, we place our hands on the heart and we try to draw attention to the heart by activating our heart breath this time. I use this a lot if I worry at bedtime and I can't sleep. So this is that's what I said before. Moving your attention away from your mind to your heart will make it much easier to sleep. And what is going on is that we have about 60,000 thoughts a day. We can't control that. What we need to learn to control through mindfulness training, meditation, yoga, stuff, mental exercises is what we want to pay attention to. So in the beginning of this call, we paid attention to the now, which is a very good idea right now. Now we want to pay attention to the heart. We want to pay attention to our center of love and gratitude and appreciation. So place your hands on the heart again and close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth if you can, or in and out through your nose if you can. Long, deep breaths. And then hold I like to have my thumbs here on my heart. So I press in so I can feel on my body where my heart is. And then I hold my hands into the heart chakra area. And then I begin to focus my attention on my heart. And when I do this, I will begin to feel my pulse. I will actually begin to zoom in on the muscle of my heart. Maybe you can already feel it. Maybe you have to sit here a little longer. So now I'm connected to the pulse of my heart. Maybe you are too. And then I begin to tell the pulse to pulsate gently. I see where my heart is pumping blood out into my body, and I ask it to do it gently with love and care. And as I breathe in, I imagine that the air that I breathe in will come into this space where the pump is pumping out the blood. And I imagine that I can feel the blood pumping out of my heart with love and light. And I ask it to pump gently. If we are stressed out, the pump will pump faster. And I find this peace center in my heart. And I feel this immediately. Maybe you have to try it out a few times before you can feel it. So now my heart is pumping at a different frequency and much more gentle. And then the next thing we do is add appreciation. So you think about somebody now that you really love, somebody that you long for, somebody that you have in your household that you really, really love. You see this person or pet in front of you. And then you feel your emotion. It's not enough to think about the person, you begin to feel the emotion. And then you turn up the feeling, turn up the love. And you feel into the gratitude of having this love in your life. And you feel into the appreciation you have for this other person or pet. And you fill your whole system up with appreciation, love, and gratitude. And you keep on breathing here as long as you like. And this is something that you can do many times throughout the day. But if I can't sleep, this is what makes me sleep, because this is a better place to be than in my busy mind. So this is practically what I teach the kids in this first meditation in this book, The Children's Meditations in My Heart. So I hope you got some tricks and some ideas to how you can help your family in times of crisis through different little mindfulness and meditation techniques. So we did the breathing in the beginning. We started focusing our mindset on the now. Then we did the mantra. So we said, may we be safe, healthy, and at peace. The mantra you can use all through the day to bring your attention to what you can actually do about your safety, your health, and your peace of mind. And then we activated the heart. We talked about appreciation and how to bring your attention down into your heart area, and how you can help your children, especially at bedtime, with meditation that activate the heart and helps the child shift attention from the mind to the heart, and how that is actually helping us fall asleep. So I hope that you have enjoyed this little session. If you have questions, I'm here to answer some of your questions. I will end off by saying the mantra again to you. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be at peace. If you want to know more about the books, visit roomforreflection.com.